All right, this is just going to be a real quick look at the KP-07 replacement hands, the fully posable replacement hands for Masterpiece Soundwave. I believe these versions are a first exclusive bonus for if you buy Transistor, as well as you can purchase these separately. You can also purchase the same hands for Sound Blaster. I'm going to show off the Soundwave hands. They're the exact same hands, just one is blue and one is black. I'll pop them out of here just to show you real quick the difference between the two hands. It really is just the color of the plastic. There's no major differences. Right, so here's the Soundwave hand in blue, which matches the blue of the Masterpiece, and then here's the black Sound Blaster hand, which would match the black on Sound Blaster. Oh, so that's the left hand. Let's go ahead and do the right hand, so we can show how it functions with the gun and everything. So replacing them is really easy. It comes with a little screwdriver, and I used this to fix a couple transformers earlier, and this really is a nice little screwdriver, much like the one that came with the cup replacement heads that iGear did. It's a little bigger, I think, than that screwdriver. I mean, the screwdriver that came with the cup is a little bigger than this one, at least in the handle. The driver itself seems to be about the same. Yeah, so on Soundwave, you just come over here. Let's go ahead and pull his gun out. And there's one screw here underneath the hand. Let's just get the screwdriver in there. And there we go. The screw's on really tight. Let's use this screwdriver to unscrew the hand. Drop the screwdriver. Lose the screw. No, I didn't actually lose the screw. It's right over here. And the hand just splits here. It comes off. You can see there's the individual fingers on at least the two pieces here on Soundwave. But you can actually pull it apart without having to lose the fingers or pop everything apart. So you just pop that off. You'll see there's a little nub here left on the hand. And there's two screws here on the replacement hand, little tiny screws, which again was where the screwdriver comes in handy. You just unscrew this. And that detaches this back plate. You want to be careful. Like the fingers get loose here just because there's no pressure on them from the rear. They will tighten back up when you tighten the fist on. And you want to be real careful. Like, don't do what I did. Don't knock them out. Let them hang down. Hang down straight while you're doing this process. So yeah, if they do pop out, they just slit right back in that slot. You just take that, slot that over that nub. Slide it right on there like that. Slide the back plate here back onto the hand. I'm doing it the wrong way, this way. Oh, no, I was doing it the right way. No, I was not. There we go. There's a little peg hole here. Make sure this peg goes in. That's the problem. There we go. Peg that right back in together. Just clasp it together. There we go. And then just come back around and tighten these screws. It's so hard to hold on to. Thanks, Luke Garrick. Tie this down. Tighten this one down. And as you tighten this, the fingers, these finger joints here will tighten up. There are some little posts that hold the provide friction as you tighten these. So if you have floppy fingers, so you see now they're not floppy. They're holding their positions. So if your fingers end up being a little floppy, just tighten these screws a little bit more. And then once it's on, now you have Soundwave with fully posable fingers on your Masterpiece Soundwave. Fully transformable with them in there. You just fold them up the same way you do Soundwave's hand. Or you can just fold this down if you want. Come here, you. The hand does fully transform into, I guess we're going to bring the whole thing down. There we go. Come on, fingers down, thumb down, and the whole thing does fold up right up into Soundwave's body cavity here. Oh, there we go. Had the knuckles in the way, but it folds up. Still transforms just fine with those hands attached. Open it back up, flip it out, and like I said, now you just got a much more posable hand on your Masterpiece Soundwave. He does still have the slot in his hand, as you can see here, so you can hold the gun. So you just plug that in. He still holds his gun just fine. Close the cover, and there you go. Nice little bonus, nice little upgrade. Like you can buy them separately too, if you want to add some articulation to your Soundwave, and that'll just match it up and give them the same hand articulation that that transistor does. And again, here's the original hand that one had this non-pinned finger that, like, a lot of people were complaining that this fingertip would pop off. Now you don't have that issue, as well as the fact you can straighten the fingers instead of having them at this kind of constantly bent angle. And opposable thumb, which is completely fixed on the original. So yeah, it's a nice little addition to your Masterpiece Soundwave. It is the X-Transbots MP-07. Is it MP, PB, TB, KB, KP? It's 2 letters 07. I'll put the link down there to TF Source in the description. But nice little add-on sits for hands for Masterpiece Soundwave.